Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Wanderers Way as we build up to Saturday's trip down to London to take on Leyton Orient. Myself and Super John McGinley are going to look back on the season so far. 7 games in the league, 6 matches unbeaten for Wanderers, and we enjoyed a 3-0 win over AFC Wimbledon here at the Tough Sheet last weekend. First of all, John, how's it all going?
All good, Derek. All good so far. I know it's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. And feeling optimistic about the trip to London on Saturday?
Yeah, I think in the form we're in, I think you've got to be optimistic. The team's playing good stuff. We maybe haven't had results when we've deserved them. Since the start of the season. But I feel we've. I was going to say turn the corner. I don't think we've turned the corner because I don't think we need to turn the corner. We just need to capitalise when we're on top in games, and we did that on Saturday. Yeah, absolutely. The team have been performing well, but maybe just not got their just desserts of late. But certainly we've seen that on Saturday against AFC Wimbledon. We'll look at those highlights shortly. But over the course of the season so far, the opening day defeat to Stockport, and then since then a win here against Plymouth Argyle, then 4 1-all draws, and then of course at the 3-0 victory last time out. 7 points from the opening, not 7 points, 10 points from the opening 7 games. How would you rate the season so far, do you reckon? Well, I think it's been good, Derek, I really do. If we were sat here now discussing it and saying we had 7 wins out of 7, you'd have no complaints.
Yep.
No, we've played well enough to win the 7 games. Like I said, we've created a lot of chances in each game. Haven't capitalised at times when we've been on top and dominating games, and that's all it's been missing. You just feel that you're just that small piece away from really clicking. And we said somebody was going to get a doing off us, and I wouldn't say the Wimbledon one was a doing, but it was a good, solid performance. Yeah,
absolutely was. And let's look back at that game then, because it was a fantastic display from Bolton Wanderers against the AFC Wimbledon, who were reduced to 9 men in that game. They were reduced to 10 in the first half, and then of course to 9 late on as well. But Wanderers were excellent on the day. I don't think even if they had 11 men on the park, I don't think they would have had much of a say in the end result, John.
No, I think the result was always going to go one way, Derek. There was no doubt about that. But and I think the manager said the same afterwards. we've played better than that. And again, we haven't maybe got what we've deserved at times. But it was good to see it. It was, I think, in particular, the wide men started the game really well, both right and left sides. Yeah. And we looked really sharp. We were, we started on the front foot, really, and never gave Wimbledon an opportunity to get a foothold in the game.
Yep. Let's have a look at those highlights then. Some of the big talking points from the game last weekend. And of course, it started with Wimbledon with a great chance to begin with. John, should Stevens have done better here, do you think?
Well, you fancied him there, Derek. It was a back post header off a set piece. Free kick came into the back post. It was a good downward header. Came off the post, and you would say, if it was on your side, you would think you would have to do better. Yeah,
this man here was on top form at the weekend. Mario Cozier-Dubry got his goal. He wasn't unlucky with his effort deflected over. I just enjoy watching him so much, John. He's fantastic, isn't he?
Well, again, Derek, he's as soon as he gets the ball, everybody expects something to happen. Everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's exciting. His end product. He's scoring goals. He's creating assists. He's been a fantastic player so far for us.
Yeah, Chris Farino coming close with a set piece there. I thought he was also fantastic, not only in this game but in the match in the EFL Trophy against Rotherham as well. When he took the captain's armband, I thought he was really good, John.
He's been solid, the big man, and there's no doubt about that. He's obviously had to be patient. He's had his opportunities and he's taken them with both hands, and I would suggest that the manager's got some big decisions to make this Saturday.
Yeah, he was mightily unlucky not to score with that header from an Aaron Morley free kick, but that's that man there, Mason Burstow, on hand to fire Wanderers ahead. That's great striker instinct there, John, isn't it?
Well, it was. As the header comes back off the post, he was the first to react, got in front of the defenders. It was an easy finish for him, the kind you like. There was only one place that was going to end up, and that was the back of the net.
Yeah, 4 goals for Mason. Now, this is one of the big flash points of the game. The sending off a straight red for Brown coming through Max Conway. A ridiculous challenge, John. No complaints there from him.
I think Max Conway's a very lucky boy, Derek. He wasn't more seriously injured there because I think he saw it coming. He happened to ride it a little bit. So he was lucky.
Yep, and then we got that second goal. This is Mario Cozier-Dewberry. Fantastic finish. The move itself was great as well. Burstall to Dacres-Cogley, and a little glance up and pixie spot in the far corner, John.
Well, the pass from Burstall was sensational.
Yeah.
It allowed Dacres-Cogley one touch. It was out his feet. Didn't have to break stride. He played it first time to Cozier-Dewberry, who there on his left foot, Derek picked his spot, far corner. There was only one place that was ending up. Keeper beating hands down. Great finish.
And this was at the third goal, of course. Everyone was in the stand was chanting for Max Conway to take a shot, which he did. And Randall just sticking out the boot to redirect the shot, and he gets on the score sheet, which was good for him. That'll do his confidence a world of good, Joe Randall, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think he needs a goal. He needs. I think he's been working ever so hard lately. So maybe that goal now gives him a little bit of extra confidence.
Yeah. Absolutely. We pushed for more goals in this game, but it wasn't to be. And then, of course, Wimbledon getting another man sent off later on. This is a chance that Sam Dalby could have shirt been pulled a little bit there, but he just clips the top of the bar. He needs a goal as well, John, doesn't he?
Well, that's what he thrives off. Early crosses going into the box there. Like, he can actually go and attack. We've seen it. He was unlucky the week before at Blackpool when he came on. There was a similar one as to that one. That one's hit the bar. He's just missed the target. Yeah, he needs a goal to really set him off, I think. Yeah,
and this is the second yellow for Lewis, who heads up the tunnel there. And that is how it finished. So, the 5 Wanderers players making the League One team of the week. Cozier-Dewberry, Randall, Conway, Farino and Sharman Lowe. So that tells you how dominant a display it was, John.
It certainly was, Derek. As you said, a dominant display. It was... you just felt, we started the game in the right manner. I know Wimbledon had that early chance, but taking that aside, Sharman Lowe didn't have a safety make in the game, really, did he? And, he didn't have much to do in the game. Yeah. It's hard sometimes for a goalkeeper because you've got to stay focused, when you're not in the game. But no, all round, there wasn't a bad performance on the pitch.
Yeah, and a fantastic turnout once again. 20,157 inside here, which is tremendous. Our next home game, of course, we're expecting another bumper crowd, John, against Wigan Athletic. This place will be bouncing.
It will. I mean, in current form, Wigan have been going okay. By all accounts, I've not seen them live yet this season, but they're a hard team to beat. I think they're playing reasonably well. So, it sets itself up for a nice local derby, doesn't it? Yeah. Both teams in decent form. But we're at home and you've got to fancy us. Simple as.
Yeah, you can get your tickets now for that game, folks. Make sure you do and be part of what is set to be a fantastic atmosphere against Wigan. Now, looking ahead to Saturday then, we go down to London to take on Leyton Orient, a side who are on the same amount of points as ourselves. And Richie Wellens is a coach, of course, who normally gets his Leyton Orient side organised. They were bitterly unlucky not to be promoted last season, John, losing out in that playoff final against Charlton. Never an easy place to go down there at Brisbane Road. What are you expecting?
A tough game as always. You're expecting they're a good side, hard-working side, play good football, given the opportunity. Richie Wellens is a decent manager, there's no doubt about that. You know what to expect, Derek. That they're a fancy team now. They're established. They're going to be in the mix for promotion. So, these are the type of games you've got to go there and get something out of the game. And, the form the boys are in, the confidence is high in the camp. There's no reason why we can't go there and get all 3 points.
Yep, 1,250 supporters will be in that away end, of course. I'm sure there might be a few more dotted around inside the ground as well. I always enjoy going down to Brisbane Road and got good memories the last time we went down there, John, opening day of last season, of course, winning by 2-1. Bite your hand off for a similar result on Saturday.
Well, that game, the start of last season, Derek, we were very, very fortunate. I don't think it was a game we deserved to win. Yeah. We pinched it, in all honesty. Leyton Orient on the day were by far the better side, created numerous chances. I think the goalkeeper at that point, Nathan Baxter, kept us in the game. But no, we go there. It's a different team now, we're a different system. We've got different manager, different coaching staff. And you've got to look upon it as a good opportunity. Simple as that. You're against a promotion rival, so to go there and get a result would be huge for us.
Yeah, Big Vic got the winner, of course, on the last time we went down there. Let's hope that someone pops up with and he's a hero against Leyton Orient this time around. They come into the game off the back of a 3-2 win against Port Vale last weekend. They scored deep into stoppage time to win that match. So, intriguing contest that awaits on Saturday. Remember, you can watch the match live on Wanderers TV with myself and Super John McGinley alongside me. Just ahead of that game, let's hear from Stephen Schumacher and his thoughts ahead of the test that awaits.
Gaffer, we'll start with team news. How's Mason, and are there any other fresh knocks to report from last week?
No other knocks, no, which is really good. Mason looks as though he's going to be okay. We had him scanned on Monday. He obviously came off with a hamstring problem, but he had a bit of an issue in both legs, so we think it might have just been a case of cramp. The scan results have come back and said that there's no major damage, which is good. And he's trained today with the group, so we just have to make our decision maybe tonight or tomorrow morning on whether he plays or whether he travels with the squad. But there's obviously something there for him to come off after so early when he did. But as I say, we'll take our time with it.
Josh Sheen, you mentioned before, is he picked up a knock? Is he okay after the international duty?
Yeah, Josh is okay. He got sent back because he got a kick on his calf in the training session the night before the Kazakhstan game. Then he played the game on AstroTurf, and he just said that the bottom of his soleus tightened up, so they didn't risk him for the friendly against Canada and sent him back. So again, he went for a scan this week and no damage reported. So we had 2 positive scan results, which is a rarity. But yeah, really pleasing that both lads look as though they could be available.
We head into the weekend after a great win last week. What pleased you most about that performance in the victory?
Again, I thought we played okay. We played some really good attacking football. Could have been a bit cleaner at times, especially when they went down to 10 men. I felt we could have upped the tempo a little bit. When we got the 3rd goal, we kind of slowed down. But I said to the players before the game, a win is all that really matters today. We've got to find a way to turn these good performances into results and get the points that we deserve. So I was delighted with that. And then from a defensive aspect, again, we limited Wimbledon to 1 shot on target against us, which is great. If we keep doing that, then we'll have a chance to win games.
Like you said, you've stressed the importance in recent weeks of turning those performances and draws into 3 points, and obviously we've managed to do that. Does that give everyone a bit of a lift and maybe take a bit of weight off in terms of that?
I don't know whether it'll take any weight off, because I think that the expectation and the pressure will always be there at this club. So I think we'll just get on to the next game. Like I say, we feel as though we've been playing well. We've been in control of the majority of the games that we've played, and we just managed to not win the games when we felt as though we have probably deserved to. The 4 draws on the spin were unusual. But yeah, 3 points on Saturday gives everyone that little bit of confidence, I suppose, especially the lads who got goals. You know, Joel Randall in particular, who pops up with a good finish because he was in the right place, which was key. And we scored another goal from a set play, which was excellent. And Amario again shows what he's been doing all season, pretty much. So yeah, it's pleasing from that point of view. Loads of positives from Saturday, and we look forward to another tough one of this Saturday.
And we head to Orient. I'm sure they'll be buoyed as well by a 95th minute winner last week as well, so you've got that to come up against too.
From the manager's son as well, yeah, good finish. And as I say, it'll be a tough game. It'll be it's never easy to go down to Brisbane Road. It's always a tough atmosphere. Where every time I've been there, I think the way they play as well causes you a problem. Richie sets his teams up who, in a style that it can be confusing. They rotate players in midfield quite frequently, and they pop up in areas that you don't expect them to be in. So you've got to really concentrate and talk between the units and make sure that we're defensively we're sound, because I think it'll be a different type of game. I don't think it's a game where we're going to have 70% possession of the ball. I think Leyton Orient will attack us, and we have to be ready to defend that, which again is a challenge, but it's what I'm excited about.
And they're a team that were 90 minutes away from the championship as well, which I think people probably forget. So yeah, we know what kind of they'll pose a threat next week on Saturday.
Yeah, they done brilliant last year. Yeah, I think for them to come up the way they did and be as strong as they were, I think they were excellent last year. As they playing a similar style, similar way, and again they've shown that they're going to be capable to challenge this year. So yeah, it'll be a tough game, but if we've got aspirations to get promoted, then we've got to go there with belief that we can go and win. And that's going to be the challenge to the players. Like, been playing well away from home performances have been good. We've been to, to Stockport, to Barnsley and to Blackpool, which is 3 tough places to go. I feel as though we've played well in them games, but now the challenge is go and play well somewhere else and win.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that the message to the players? Obviously, it's great winning one game, but teams that end up near the top of the league, they go and win 2, 3, 4 in a row. That's a challenge for them now.
You've got to get on some sort of rhythm, yeah. You've got to build momentum up. You can't feel as though you've took a step forward and then you go and put in a performance in that doesn't deserve to take any points. So that'll be the message. Stick to the plan. Keep doing what they've been doing with and without the ball, and we'll be fine. Another
sellout away end, and I know yourself and staff and the players don't take that for granted.
No, definitely not. The away support all season has been outstanding, and we really appreciate it, because I know it's not easy to get to Leyton Orient. It's a good old trek, but yeah, the support will be fully appreciated, and hopefully we can put on a performance that shows that, and fingers crossed we can get the result and send everyone home happy.
And just quickly on the internationals, Owen and Josh getting a lot of minutes whilst away, that's always good for everyone involved, isn't it?
It's good for them, yeah. Brilliant for them too, because they're playing for World Cup positions, and Josh certainly had a good result. Totally again had a tough night. He said, he spoke to him this week about the Germany game, and just playing against them types of players and that level and that standard is a big test, but one I'm sure he definitely enjoyed. So glad that they've both come back in one piece, and our squad's going to be strong at the weekend for them, being back involved with us.
And just finally going down there positive and confident we can carry on this good momentum in the league.
Hopefully, yeah. As I say, if we do what we've been doing, stick to the plan, keep working hard, stick together as a team, then we'll be fine.
Stephen Schumacher there ahead of the trip to Leyton Orient. Very much looking forward to heading down to the capital. Now, other news in the week, we were missing Josh Sheehan and Owen Toll for the recent games. They were away representing their respective countries, Northern Ireland and Wales respectively, and also Sam Inwood called up to the Northern Ireland under-21s for their Euro qualifier as well. Let's take Toll first of all, John, because he was part of the Northern Irish side that defeated Luxembourg and then held Germany for long spells over there in Cologne during the week, and by all accounts did really well.
Well, coming out against some of the best players in the world, Derek, I think it's a great experience for Owen Toll. There's no doubt about that, and I'm sure he'll benefit from that. They kept Germany at bay for a long spell. Unfortunately, the result didn't pan out the right way in the end. But like you said, he'll come on leaps and bounds for that.
You ever play against Germany when you were playing for Scotland?
Never got the opportunity, Derek. We never played against them. No, but yeah, I mean, if you're playing against any of the top sides, I'm sure you do benefit as a player. You come out with confidence. So yeah. Good for him, and hopefully he's come back unscathed.
Yep. Josh also part of the Wales team that headed out to Kazakhstan. That's a trip and a half, the one out there, of course. So a good result for Josh and the Wales squad. Big part of Craig Bellamy's setup is Josh, and held his own.
Well played, obviously. I think it was 88 minutes or so he played against Kazakhstan out there. Like you said, a long trip. Played well by all accounts. And then didn't feature against Canada in the friendly this midweek. So again, hopefully he's back unscathed and ready to pull the boots on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Although he comes back, just talking about that the midfield blessed with options at this moment in time, aren't we? Because Ethan Rahons came in, looked good. Xavier Simons has looked fantastic. I've got to say, Aaron Morley, we touched on his delivery for the opening goal at the weekend. It's a headache, a welcome headache for Stephen Schumacher picking his midfielders, isn't it? Well,
as a manager, these are the decisions you want to make. You'd like to have the decisions. Too often, maybe in recent times, we haven't had decisions, and the team's kind of picked itself. So now he's got genuine competition in there. They're all worthy of a start, and it's just getting the right blend together. And Josh, like I said, I think he was sensational. For me, he was the best player in the park against Blackpool. And the week before that, he came on against Lincoln and ran the game for the second half.
Yeah.
And I thought so he's really come on to a game recently, Josh. And there's no doubt he's a fantastic footballer.
In that 10 position as well, as we touched on, Joe Randall got his goal on Saturday. How do you see it? How do you see the manager shaping things up at the weekend then, with regards to who plays in that 10 and then just behind him?
Well, again, he's got competition, Marcus Forss can play in there as a 10. You've got Randall, you've got McAtee, all vying for a place. So you've got to say, though, probably Joe Randall with his goal at the weekend and working hard, he's probably the man in possession of the shirt at this moment in time.
Sam Inwood as well, away with the Northern Irish under-21s, was an unused sub in their draw away to Georgia, but just going away with and the international team will do him brilliantly in terms of experience in learning the game, John.
Well, Sam's taken some big strides recently, hasn't he? And he got himself into the first team squad. He played a couple of games towards the end of the season last season and did really well. And he's been part of it. He's grown with the team.
Yeah.
So him going away in international duty is going to do his confidence the world of good as well. And I think there's plenty more to come from him. There's a lot of growth left in Sam. I think he's going to be a fantastic player going forward for us.
That leads us nicely on, because other news in the week, Sam extended his contract at Wanderers, signing a deal until the summer of 2028, and Sonny Sharples Ahmed signing a new deal as well until the summer of 2027. Both have options of a further 12 months on top of that. Great news, John, isn't it? Protecting the young boys and protecting assets as well. They've come in and they've taken their opportunity. They're getting exposure to the first team as well. I think this is great news all round.
Well, it's been well earned, Derek. There's no doubt about that. And I think credit also goes to all their staff in the academy. Julian Darby, the guys that have worked with these boys since they were young and at a young age, and have improved them and coached them and nurtured them through into the fringes of the first team. And now they're knocking on the door for an opportunity with the first team. They're involved in the first team squad. So for them to sign new contracts, I think also it sends a message for the rest of the players in the academy and the B team, etc., and saying there's a genuine pathway into the first team. And it's good, because just to see the rewards now, starting to get players coming through again, starting to see a bit of success in the academy. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, nothing beats seeing some boys making it through the academy and featuring for the first team. It really is fantastic stuff. Let's hear from both Sam and Sonny. They were speaking after signing their new deals.
Sam, firstly, congratulations, a new 3-year deal with the football club. Just talk us through how you're feeling now it's officially starting. You put pen to paper on that contract.
No, I'm delighted. Obviously, I've been at the club a long time now, nearly 5 years. So I'm just delighted to stay for another 3.
And you've talked about you've been here for best part of 5 years. Just talk us through that journey, what it's been like coming through the pathway at this football club and to where you are sitting today with a new contract.
It's been ideal, really. It's just like took every step as it comes from 15s up to where I am now. And now I just want to progress even more. And
it's been a busy few months for you in terms of stepping up to the first team level. Obviously, the run of games you got at the back end of the year, being part of the pre-season plans, and obviously playing the first team this year, but as well as your international reckoning. How have you found all of that? Have you took that in your stride? Have you had a bit of how have you found that whole experience?
No, I loved it. I've like you say, the 2 games at the end of last year, I think came at a good time, perfect time for me. But then there was the off season, which has killed me a bit because I just wanted to keep on playing. But no, I've loved being involved in and around it even more this year, and hopefully I can stay in around it and contest for places now.
Exactly. And it was a big part, you're thinking, obviously the manager is willing to give opportunities to young players coming through the pathway such as yourself. Is that a big motivator for you to wanting to keep impressing the manager here at the minute?
Yeah, definitely. You can see it with what he did with me last year, what he's doing with other players like Max this year. If you're good enough, he'll play you. So it's even more motivation for me to work hard and stay here.
And there's some good senior pros, central defenders as well. I'm guessing you're taking bits from each of those players in there and just learning off them and their experiences in the game as well.
Yeah, the more you're around it, the more you learn. That you got 4 great centre halves here as well, and every training session, every game you're watching them, and you pick something up different that they do, and you're like, do I do that? And then you watch yourself back and you try and add it in. So it's all a learning curve, yeah.
And let's talk about Northern Ireland. Obviously, you've got experience now at under 21 level. How have you found stepping up to international football and being in and around those camps?
I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, you meet lads from all over, from different clubs, different levels. But again, it's weird. It's like a different type of football. But it's a good experience. It's good to have with me.
And we were talking off camera about you get to go and experience different parts of the world in different camps. Obviously, you're going to Georgia with this one, so it just must be broadening you as a player and a person as well.
Yeah, because you get to, like you say, experience different countries, different cultures. Then you have to deal with the different travels, whether you get in a train or the flying, or jet lag or whatever. So there's a lot of things different that you experience differently from club level.
And for you now, I'm guessing now everything's sorted, you've got this new deal done and sorted, it's out the way, you can just keep your head down and wanting to keep showing people what you can do as a central defender here.
Yeah, exactly that. Now that we've got this sorted, I can just another 3 years of working hard and doing the best I can do.
Well, Sonny, firstly, congratulations, officially signed a new contract with the football club now that everything's official and it's all sorted. Just talk us through how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, good. Look, I've been at this club for a long time now, and I think it's the right decision for me and myself and my career. And yeah, I'm delighted to stay here and to see where it can take me.
You've said you've been at this football club a while. Does that make this all the more special that the club has given you this new contract and a belief in you that you can continue your progression with this football club?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, to know that they want me here for the next couple of years, it means a lot to myself. And I just can't wait. Looking forward to it. Just getting my feet on the ground and pushing every day. And
that experience you've had coming through the pathway as well, I'm guessing you've got a lot of coaches and players to thank along the way to get to this point.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Like, the B team staff and the 18s, even all the way down. Without them, it'd be a lot harder than how it is now. But yeah, it's been good.
And you signed your pro contract back in 2023. You made your senior debut the same year as well. Obviously, I think it was Stockport. I think it was in the cup. Just talk us through your journey from that point. And did that feel like the hard work was all worth it when you get to those milestones as well?
Yeah, I feel like when you get a sniff of it, then you want more of it, like all the time. So I think playing at Stockport and then getting my full chance against Fleetwood in the cup. It's the best feeling, to get them opportunities, and that's football. That's what you've got to wait for. So yeah, it's been good.
And you made the step up as well in the previous management as well into the first team squad and being part of that environment. What has that been like? Obviously training with senior pros and going toe to toe with them every week.
Yeah, I think even just training alone, like with the first team, it's a different level above anything. So it gets you better every day. And yeah, I'm looking forward to keep doing it.
And internationally as well, obviously, in Egypt, youth international as well. That must be an immense sense of pride and a sign of your progression as well during your time here at the football.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it's a lot different. It's a different culture, it's different everything, language. But yeah, it's good for me and my profile. So yeah.
And you said it's a different kind of culture. Is that took some getting used to? Is that broad, almost from football and a cultural sense? It's probably,
I'd say
probably
so.
Been good for you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was a lot different. I don't speak Arabic, so it was hard. But the lads took me in there. They were brilliant there, and it was good.
And on a club level as well, last year you B team player of the year. You're building every week, so it must be this contract now is the next step in your journey to continue that progression.
Yeah, it's been good with the B team as well. They have games in week out, so I can still play. Sometimes if I don't play here, I've got that. But yeah, the B team's good. Even training stuff like that, it's a good thing to have.
And recently, obviously under the current manager as well, you obviously scored in pre-season at Hibs. You've been in and around the first team environment as well. How have you found this current regime as well?
Yeah, it was good. It's nice scoring. I think I needed that for myself and my confidence and stuff. So to get in the score sheet, I was happy with. I was delighted with that. I was just like waiting for the opportunity. Really, that's all you can really do is just control what you can control. And see where it takes you. And
there's some players in that position as well in terms of senior pros, so it must be good too. Again, obviously there's four big ones in the first team squad, and obviously yourself in there as well.
Yeah, you can take little bits from each one of them. You've got Shees, Azza, and that. You got some good players, so it's good to have them around as well.
And lastly, now for you, now everything's sorted, the contract's done and dusted. It's to get your head down and keep showing people what you can do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the main thing, is just getting better as a player each day. So. Yeah, just see how it goes. Sam Inwood and Sonny Sharples Ahmed there. I think the fans also would like to see Max Conway signing a new deal as well, John. He has been exceptional since coming into the side after a really good loan spell for him last season at Crewe Alexandra.
Well, I'd like to see him sign a new contract as well.
You and me both.
And ASAP, to be honest with you. No, he's been sensational. He really has since the start of the season. No doubt he had a fantastic season on loan last year at Crewe Alexandra. Picked up, I think, every Player of the Season award going. So he's come in, I think pre-season he looked really good. playing really well. Obviously got his confidence. He looks like he's been playing there for years.
He does.
He really does, and he's getting better and better. Still a lot of growth, I think, left in him.
Mm-hmm.
I know that obviously he's in negotiations with the club at this moment in time, hoping to tie him down on a long-term contract. And again, that would just be the icing on the cake for us now, with these two young boys that have signed this week, Sam and Sonny. Added to that, hopefully it's the case and very soon.
Yeah, it's his energy that impresses me, because he's just boundless energy that he's got bombing up and down that left-hand flank. I was just fortunate as well that seen that horrendous tackle on him in the first half of that game, the second half of the game against AFC Wimbledon. But he seems to be getting better and better by every game, and his defensive side is impressive as well. Not many players get past him, do they?
No, and that was the one thing that if I had a question mark over him, it was the defensive side of things, because playing as, I think last year, playing as a wing back, getting forward, there's no doubt his ability to get up and down that line. He puts in a fantastic ball. He's got a left foot like a wand.
Yeah.
He puts in a great ball, he really does. But as you said, it's just that willingness to get forward at every opportunity, and I'm thinking, well, I'm waiting to see what his reaction is like defensively at times.
Yep.
But he's come through with flying colours. He's looked really good. I think that alone is getting better each game as his experience and confidence grows. His positional sense is getting better and better. He's been sensational for us. He really has.
Yeah, he's nailed down that left back spot. But just speaking about that position, good to see Rich Taylor back in amongst it, isn't it?
Yeah, Rich Taylor. I mean, obviously competition is there. The manager signed him for a reason. He had a good season last season up in the Scottish Premier League with St Mirren.
Yep.
So he comes down. He can play at left centre back or at left full back. So I mean, Max is looking over his shoulder, knowing he's got somebody there that wants his shirt. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
So no, it keeps him on his toes, and he's in possession of the shirt. So it's up to Richard to take the opportunity if it comes along.
Yeah, he's certainly excelling in the role as Max Conway. Keep it up, buddy. It's been a real delight to watch you in action. Right, as we touched on, this is a bit of a preview ahead of tomorrow's fixture against Leyton Orient. If you are heading down, as I said, 1,250 of you, at least in the away end anyway. I'm sure there'll be a few scattered around in the home end as well. But we're expecting a demonstration in London on Saturday. I think there's this tube strike as well. So if you are heading down there, make sure you leave extra time if you're heading down on the Saturday. It can be busy at the most quiet of times, London. So it could be a bit of carnage down there, John.
Well, they're expecting it, Derek. So like you said to everybody, make sure you give yourself that little bit of extra time. You better to get there a bit sharpish and relax and have a pint and enjoy yourselves.
Brisbane Road, do you ever play there? Is
Yes.
it a ground you're fond of?
Yeah, it's a tight little ground. I mean, they've obviously done it up a little bit since I played on it. But no, it's a tidy ground. Usually the surface is okay as well. So looking to, two good, listen, there'll be two sides going out there on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Looking to play good football. They'll both go toe-to-toe with each other. Like I said, both good sides with ambitions of promotion this season. So we're expecting a really good game.
Yep, and let's hope Wanderers come out on top. So that's your sort of monthly review. We're hoping to do this perhaps once a month, John, do you reckon? We'll get together and look back on some of the recent games?
Yeah, I think once a month is about right, Derek. That gives us plenty of games to go over. Hopefully plenty of good wins under our belt as well to talk about, and some big performances. So we've just got to, we've got ourselves on track. We've just got to keep it going now and show some consistency. Absolutely. It's been a pleasure to have you tuning in. As ever, folks, remember you can catch myself and John on commentary at Brisbane Road tomorrow afternoon as Bolton Wanderers take on Leyton Orient. Bye for now.